watch how you play. They don't understand, and so...
Oh my god, it's some sort of bagul with a Snapchat filter.
Truth or dare?
I'm gonna say truth, because that sounds a bit easier.
That's not how this works. Only the game decides.
Wait, what? Then why'd you even ask?
I dare you to review the new Truth or Dare movie.
God damn it.
Trying to get away into the night, and then you put your arms around me as we tumble to the ground, and then you say...
Hey guys, I just saw an early screening of Blumhouse's new horror movie, Spook or Scare, and oh boy was it a fun time. If you've seen the trailer, then you kinda know what you're in for. Just a whole movie full of people being dared to do increasingly dangerous and ridiculous things, and boy did I have a blast watching it. That said, this movie's really dumb. You see how the tone of my review shifted all of a sudden? That's because the movie's tone is also really inconsistent. See that? See how I did that? There's a scene of a guy dying, then literally, immediately cut to another scene of someone saying, well that's a bad break. But I wouldn't call Truth or Dare a bad movie. Even though it has a lot of really stupid parts that I'm gonna get into, I'd call Truth or Dare a really good popcorn movie. And I feel like that was kind of what Blumhouse was going for. And I gotta give it to Blumhouse, they've been making a ton of really unique and fun horror movies. I mean, I'd much rather see something like Truth or Dare than another haunted house ghost movie. But speaking of Blumhouse, looks like we're gonna have to get out my patented Blumhouse fence. You see, a lot of the recent Blumhouse movies have been including things that are on the fence between being creepy or stupid. We got Babyface, can't forget about Key Fingers, and now we got Snapchat filter. And that's actually a line in the movie. A character says it looks like a Snapchat filter, and I wrote my intro before I saw the movie, so they stole it from me. Now, I really wanted to put it on the creepy side of the fence because, you know, at some points in the movie, it does get a little unsettling, but then they decided to add red glowing eyes, which threw it back onto the stupid side. Ooh, so close, Blumhouse, so close. And they took out the red eyes in the trailer, but they kept it in the movie. Come on, man, make up your mind. The first act is just your basic, obnoxious teen spring break movie. Dialogue is very lazily written for exposition, and then we get an annoying social media montage. Look at us, we're teens. This definitely wasn't written by a bunch of 40-year-old guys. That's when I was thinking, oh no, this is gonna be one of those movies. But then, almost immediately, people start dying scene after scene, pacing goes all over the place, and the roller coaster that is Truth or Dare begins. Now the idea is pretty dumb, but at least they have fun with it and try to make every Truth or Dare sequence exciting and tense. And it's hard to call this a horror movie. I think this is more of a thriller with some really annoying jump scares sprinkled in. So many of the scenes felt like they were written and directed with like a normal, calm tone, but then in editing they said, hey, you know, we could probably fit a jump scare here in this regular conversation scene. It doesn't matter if it doesn't fit at all. They actually put a jump scare sound on top of someone opening a door. Like, why? I will give them credit for one scene where there's a room full of possessed people all talking in unison. It's a genuinely creepy moment that I wish there was more of. There's that scene in every horror movie where they get on a laptop and try and look up some information about the spooky bagul, but they literally only googled Mexico Truth or Dare and then immediately found exactly what they wanted. What? Nothing special from the acting, it was all serviceable. I mean, Lucy Hale and Teen Wolf were mostly alright. For horror movies like this, it's good to set up the rules and limitations early on, that way it feels like there's a way for the characters to fight back, and there's a reason why the demon can't just instantly kill them all in the beginning. And for the most part, Truth or Dare does a pretty good job of following the rules they set up, except when they don't. I'm gonna have to get into some spoilers to talk about it, so skip to this time in the video if you don't want to get spoiled. So one of the main rules that they set up was that if you refuse to play the game, you'll get possessed by the bagul and then kill yourself. I mean, fair enough. But near the end of the movie, Teen Wolf refuses to do the dare, and when he gets possessed, he kills another character and then kills himself. So can the bagul just kill anyone he wants no matter what? I mean, what was stopping him from killing everyone in the beginning? Making them all do dangerous dares, hoping that they might refuse or die trying, seems like an overly complicated way to kill people if you can just possess one person and kill the rest. You know, just don't think about it. Now, as stupid as this movie is, it surprisingly had a really clever ending that I'm not gonna spoil. It even had subtle foreshadowing that they didn't shove in your face or keep reminding you about, unlike another twist in the movie that they kept saying, hey, there's a twist coming, which kind of ruined it. Now, this is a pretty cheap movie, so most of the technical aspects are just passable. Mostly bland cinematography, nothing visually interesting, just your basic shot, reverse shot for every scene. One little thing that I did like was when we were seeing from the perspective of the bagul, there was a bit of a lens distortion distortion, which is just a nice little detail that they added. There's one shot that had such a bad green screen that, no joke, my entire theater started laughing. Trust me, if they don't take it out in the official release, you'll know it when you see it. Music was mostly okay. I mean, it didn't sound like basic horror stock music like most cheap horror movies, so that was okay. I know I probably sound like I hate this movie, but aside from the parts that are cringy or obnoxious, it was a very entertaining thriller that I definitely see again, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Blumhouse makes next. Truth or Dare gets a 6 out of 10 from me, and that's the truth. See you next time. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications. Oh, come on, seriously? Look, I made the review. What else do you want?
Truth or Dare, one last time.
Does it even matter what I say, or are you just gonna choose for me? Okay, fine. I choose Dare.
Only the game decides, and the game chooses Dare.
Literally exactly what I chose.
I dare you to pitch a horror movie idea to Blumhouse. You know, something cool that the kids will like.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty specific, but I think I can give it a shot. Oh my god, man. Spider-Man 2. That's where it's at. Spider-Man 2 is the best. It's the best one. Come on, rock, paper, scissors me for it.
Rock,
Okay,
paper, scissors?
rock, paper, scissors. Ready?
Fair enough.
Alright. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, look at that, baby.
Spider-Man.
See ya.
It's not just a game.
What are you talking about? Something really weird's been going on ever since we played that game of rock, paper, scissors, and then Max got crushed by that giant rock.
You know, I was just about to say the same thing.
This is crazy! There's no way rock, paper, scissors can kill people.
Then how come everyone's dying?
But what happens if you play the game and you tie?
Then you just go again.